Alright, let's make our way to Heiyue Trading. I think we're somewhere by the pier. Correct, our destination should be in the northeast corner of a harbor district. They are apparently located right by the river. Oh, we're talking about that red eastern looking building. It's surprising to think that the Crime Syndicate's headquarters is in the same area as the IBC and the Crossbill Times buildings. I suppose it's no matter. Let's try paying them a visit. Knock knock. A sign is affixed to the door. Heiyue Trading, Crossbill Branch. If you have business, please knock. This must be the place. How do we proceed, Lloyd? Knock. Excuse me, is anybody there? And who might you all be? We are from the Crossbill Police Department, Special Support Section. We're hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident if possible. Wait here for a moment. Well, here we go. Man, what kind of trouble are we getting ourselves into this time? I suppose we find out soon enough. I suppose we find out very soon. I apologize for the wait. My branch manager will see you now. Please come in. Thank you. If you excuse us. We can't go through the side doors. Oh, apologies for making you wait. Right this way, this is the branch manager's room. Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bennings of the CPD's Special Support Section. The pleasure's all mine. I'm Zhao Li, manager of Heiyue Trading's Crossbill branch. So you're Lloyd, and you three must be Ellie, Randy, and Theo, correct? How'd you... May I ask how you know of our names already? Truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbill Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though boorish of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? Sheesh. 5 seconds in and he's already holding all the cards. He's just as cunning and intelligent as we were told. It's an absolute honor to meet such an intriguing group as yourself. What brings you to our office today? Was there a problem of some sort with our business operations? No, that's not it. We are actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving Arc-en-Ciel. Arc-en-Ciel, you say? Ah, but of course, Crossbill's very own private theatrical troupe. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I first arrived here, but work has kept me oh so busy, you know? I seem to recall them having announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue of their upcoming show. We'd actually like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Oh dear, that sounds like quite the predicament. Very well, I shall comply with your request, free of charge, of course. Yin, you say? We are aware that Heiyue's main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter. We were thinking that due to that, you might be familiar with Yin. Interesting. Am I to assume that you're implying I have connections to this criminal named Yin? No, of course not. To be honest, we simply don't have a lot of info, so we're following up on any and all leads we have. Ah, is that so? Well, alright then. This may be rather basic information, but I can tell you some of the legends regarding Yin in more detail. We're listening. The name Yin holds a particularly strong influence within the Eastern Quarter. Zhang Shou, an assassin, hidden behind a mask and beneath a pitch-black cloak. No one has ever gazed upon his true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. And though it may seem preposterous, some say Yin may be immortal. Immortal? What do you mean? Well, documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Calvert Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one prominent figure after another to their grave during this chaotic period in history. The story is getting more outlandish by the second. It's just gotta be some scary fable to keep the kills in line. No way he's real. No, Mr. Orlando. Yin is very real. Yin far surpasses a mere tall tale in the underworld of the Eastern Quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zemuria's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price. A master of all assassination techniques, a martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility who lurks in the shadows. He is recognized as such, and his deadly work speaks to his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him, or so the rumor goes. The organization you're referring to... Oh yes, that reminds me. While we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It has come to my attention that he has accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization. Apparently it involves traveling to a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. I don't like what you're implying. What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? Nor the name of the state. You and Revache are one and the same. Oh, please. Refrain from comparing Heiyue to that measly local gang. Or at least, that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused quite a bit of trouble for us. You're fessing up? He's not even pretending anymore. I'm merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbill, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take issue with that, officers? Let me ask you this one final question. Has Archonsteer been caught in the crossfire between you and Revache? We just received information about Revache's proposal for Archonsteer to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal too? I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with matters relating to the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed, though. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Zhao. We appreciate your cooperation. You sure we're done here, man? I doubt we'd get much more out of him if he stayed any longer. And besides, Zhao already seems more than busy enough, so we really should excuse ourselves. Lloyd's right. Thank you for being so considerate. One more thing before you leave, Detective Plannings. What is it? Come now, don't look so displeased. Don't you recall me saying that I'm a big fan of the SSS? Believe me when I say that was no lie. I must say, this cute investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you'll resolve this one. I'm most certainly looking forward to reading about it. Thank you for stopping by, officers. The branch manager says you may contact us again should anything happen. We appreciate the offer. So now we have to worry about these guys on top of Revache. I was gonna say they at least seem a bit friendlier. Or maybe they see us as so little of a threat they think they can screw with us? That's not out of the realm of a possibility. Ellie, you okay? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that the legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Cosper's state. We at least managed to get that information out of Zhao. Yeah, it didn't seem like he was lying. Also, I don't get the impression that Zhao is the one threatening Archon's skill and Heiyue. I was thinking the same thing. If that were the case, no way he'd have hinted at his connection to Yin. Then would that mean Yin's actions are not tied to his employer Heiyue, but rather he's acting of his own accord? We might be out of options if that is the case. Let's assume you're right. That means Zhao probably doesn't know Yin's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch a legendary assassin then. Unfortunately. If Yin is truly after Heiyue's life, then this case may be beyond our capabilities. There's no guarantee that we'd be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yin. That being the case, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters? Well, that's... would they not simply look the other way like they did the incident downtown? I doubt it. Archon's skill and by extension Heiyue are incredibly important to the people of Crossbow. Headquarters would definitely take action if their life were in danger. They'd stake their pride on it. That's correct. You're the first investigative division? I am, Alex Dudley. Come with me. Why? Only a fool would discuss information here of all places. You don't have time to waste, follow me. Understood. What else going on all of a sudden? What's the matter with all of you? I don't know what you were thinking waltzing in there like that. Furthermore, you decided to discuss your investigation within earshot of their building. Sorry, sir. You're right, we weren't being careful enough. Well, what's done is done. Well? Well, what? You're going to explain me what you were babbling on about Arc-en-Ciel? And how this all relates to your little visit to Heiyue? You better tell me everything you know. Excuse me? Where the hell is this coming from? It's brazen of you to demand that after showing up so suddenly. I wonder which one of us is truly brazen. The First Division has been keeping tabs on Heiyue for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Wait, seriously? Does that mean you're after Yin too? So you know about Yin, huh? Well, no matter. Start talking and don't leave anything out. If you don't comply, I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergei over this instruction of our investigation. Damn it. Alright, fine. However, our investigation is a formal request submitted to the SSS, so we need it to stay confidential. I'll be the one to decide that. Out with the details already. This is an order. I understand the situation. I didn't think that was anything concrete, but it seems they finally tipped their hand. Are you referring to Yin? Yes, I am. Heiyue employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Revache's influence. The First Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Heiyue. We've been surveying them ever since. But who would have thought a group of amateurs would stumble onto the scene and give us just the lead we needed? Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment. I would like to inquire as to why you only had Heiyue under surveillance. I was under the impression that your team is leaving Revache unchecked. What are you implying? The First Division already understands Revache's operating procedure. We are fully aware of both the incident downtown and how they've used warhounds. Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on the cases you've been getting involved in. What? Then why? If we got involved in every little thing they did, there would be no end of it. None of the incidents it took on were anything as serious as murder. They were simply petty crimes. Do you honestly think we'd put off more important cases to divert our limited personnel to such minor issues? I understand that, but still. Those of us in the First Division are leagues apart from know-nothings like yourselves. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? I knew it. I always had the feeling. Crossbill's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes, and most of the citizens fail to realize it. Sure, it might be popular to read stories on Revache's ties to the Imperial faction Diet members. Meanwhile, Heiyue is in the process of deepening their relations with the Republic faction. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax as well. Agents from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave, however they'd like. I never realized. This is unbelievable. The way you're talking, Crossbill's already got one foot in the grave. In a situation as desperate as this, our only option is to simply do what we're able to. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle. We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding Arc-en-Ciel. Thank you for the valuable information. The First Division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual duties. What? Well, it's this crap. After carefully assessing the situation, I've ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Heiyue's movements while protecting Ilia Prateri from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, would you be able to handle all that? Damn it. Given our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting Arc-en-Ciel. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the First Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. What the hell? He just shows up, gives us shit, and takes our case and then drives off? In a personal vehicle at that, adding insult to injury. As frustrated as we are, I understand where he's coming from. I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. Guess you're right. We have run out of options. Hold on, guys! And Lloyd, you're the last person I expected to hear that from. You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, there's no barrier too high, didn't you? So why? Why are you giving up so easily? Ellie? Oh, where's this coming from? Didn't you already tell us that it would be better to leave it to headquarters? Wait, is that... I did, didn't I? I understand. I'm frustrated too, Ellie. I want to do something about it as much as you do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's alright. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I've just had a rough day, is all. Well, we did spend our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to Arc-en-Ciel. We can head back to base and relax for a bit after. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, sounds good. Is that okay with you, Ellie? Yes, thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Arc-en-Ciel then. Oh, what a surprise! Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Hello, grandfather. Ernest? Did I hear her right? This man is Ellie's grandfather? It's been some time. I'm glad to see you looking well. How has work been going? Well... we're still new to this, so there's a lot left for us to learn. But I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name. Oh, Ellie. I've told you before, haven't I? You don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues by chance? Yes, they are. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is LoH Bennings and I'm from the CPD's Special Support Section. Tio Plato, how do you do? How's it going? Name is Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a great pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. It's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie's the one always looking after us. Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day. Lloyd, you have dots over your head. What's going on? That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy. Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Miss Ellie, I really think you should make some time to stop by home every once in a while. I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own. Even so, don't you... It's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear, continue down the path you've chosen until you've satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will help you out to the best of my ability. I know, thank you, grandfather. Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with a business owners association next, correct? Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 PM. Fancy. Now that's one bitchin' right. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle. I wouldn't really... Wait a second. Whoa there. Lloyd? You said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbill? That Henry McDowell? Say what? Yes? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing the information in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now. There's always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. And I call myself a detective. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me. Anyway, we should hurry and speak with Ilya and the others. We still need to tell them about the first divisions taking over the case. Yeah, unfortunately. Yo, Mademoiselle, why do you think your granddad stopped by Arc-en-Ciel? Oh, that? Arc-en-Ciel's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was there for a business meeting regarding that. Oh, do you wish to speak with Ilya or the troop leader? You may proceed, they should be practicing in the auditorium. They've been at it since the morning. Okay, on the stage. Oh, look! You're back! And just in time too, that was amazing! You two are incredible. Indeed, I've never experienced anything quite like that. You think so? Sounds like if we iron out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite. Oh, that gives me an idea. How about you wait another moment before the Moon Princess's spin, Rishia? That way it'll give the Sun Princess just enough time to react in a way that will really capture the audience's hearts. That's perfect! Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're really going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection till it's time to perform. But enough about that. Have there been any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yes, actually. It's not exactly good news. What do you mean? Alright then. Let's go grab Ivan and then you can fill us in on everything, okay? This Yin character sounds like he's quite dangerous. You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wow, well that sure is a fun story. A shady immortal assassin whose legend is whispered in the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter. Oh, I love it. The character practically begs to be on the stage. I'd have to add him to our next production. Heck, he can even work the general outfit into our third act right now. We just gotta get some white robes and the costume is set. Oh, Ilya. This is an assassin we're talking about. Why can't you take this more seriously? We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Heiyue. But we still don't quite understand why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place. One thing is certain though, the chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could postpone or... Out of the question. We wouldn't walk off a stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Evan? Well, I suppose so. Though we aren't all quite as passionate as Ilya, the truth is all members of our Conceal belong on the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would abandon their beloved stage under any circumstances. I may be new to all this, but I feel quite the same. Yeesh. I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but at this rate your legs will be the least of your worries. If you intend to proceed with the show, does that mean you are also okay with First Division taking over security? Well, I mean it's pretty annoying, but the show must go on no matter the cost. So what kind of people are these First Division guys? Well, they're definitely very talented and more than qualified for the job. Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until curtain call. I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we will have a full house, better safe than sorry. I agree. I think it's for the best. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them. How rude. I have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. The show only reaches its full potential when the audience and play are completely in sync. Is that one of your favorite sayings? For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say it's more along the lines of you forcibly drag everyone in to your own performance. He's not mincing his words at all, is he? Indeed, she's surely the very picture of a theater geek. Excuse me, Lloyd. Does it mean you won't be part of the investigation anymore? I'm really sorry, we don't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is to completely take over the case. With them on it, we won't have anything to worry about, at least. I see. That's a shame. Well, the only reason I agreed to all of this in the first place was because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into things for us. I sent some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free. Oh yes, I'm sure we can arrange something. Though I'm afraid you may have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts. Seriously? Hell yes, and here I was thinking I'd have to wait 2 months to see it. It is quite generous, thank you very much. I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble. Don't worry about it, Revache. All the running around we did today is a pretty typical workday for us. It's simply part of a job. Yep, no worries, Revache. Forget about us and just focus on your guys' preview performance. If you say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone. Preview performance? Well, you don't know about it already? Archon Seal puts on a sneak peek of a new show before it's available to the public. That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People all over the continent from both the industry and the media will be attending. I'm sure many influential people have been invited too, in order to boost awareness of our new show. Wow, that's pretty crazy. By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh yes, he's our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us. How very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Revache. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you perform wonderfully. You think so? Absolutely. Considering all the practice you've put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. Hell yeah, this play's gonna bring down the house. I'm quite looking forward to it. I really appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to practice, and thank you for all your help. Ready to head back, guys? Might as well. I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically. Me too. Yeah. I probably will even cut this in two somewhere along the line. Until next time then, when we play more Trails from Zero, I'm Mace and don't get lost.